Hi, I'm THILAN and I'm a guy who's recently moved out of the corporate world into disruptive world. So I like disrupting areas which I believe should be. Industries and organizations which are old-fashioned are my targets. And I've invested on different ventures, including ventures in technology, which are future-oriented, like AI and IoT, digital marketing, and digital content platforms. So that's all about me. And I'm featured on today's episode on Ask Me on Hi TV. Okay, now it's time for the first segment, actually me, and I'm assuming this is going to be very, very interesting. Ask me.
Hi, THILAN.
Hi.
What brings out the inner child in you?
Well, it used to be alcohol, but I've stopped drinking for some time now, so I need to figure something else out now.
What is your favorite game or sport to watch and play?
It's cricket. Play too, I guess. Cricket, yeah.
Would you rather ride a bike, ride a horse, or drive a car?
Definitely drive a car.
If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Paripu and pang.
Would you rather win the lottery or work at the perfect job? And why?
I'd love to win the lottery and then I can have my own perfect job.
If money was no object, what would you do all day?
Chillaxing.
If you could go back in time, what year would you travel to?
Go back about 10 years and make a few changes in life, yeah.
How would your friends describe you?
My friends would describe me as certainly very, very weird, a little bit crazy and out of place in most corporate circles that I've been in. So I've been a little bit too crazy for the circles I've hung out in, which is why I've changed my circle now.
Aside from necessities, what one thing could you not go a day without?
My phone. I can't survive without my phone. In 10 minutes. I mean, I'm going to be checking it right here in between this segment as well. I'm sorry.
If you could share a meal with any 4 individuals, living or dead, who would they be?
Definitely my father, my grandmother, and well, I guess then I could add my mother to it as well, and I can't figure somebody out. No, that's just 3.
Would you rather trade intelligence for looks or looks for intelligence?
I don't have either, right? So I think I'd wish for intelligence, yeah.
Who would you want to play you in a movie of your life?
You know, love to look a lot better, so I guess, Tom Cruise about 10 years ago or 15 years ago.
What's the craziest thing you've done in the name of love?
I really don't think I can talk about that. I'm sorry.
Is there anything you wish would come back into fashion?
These glasses, because I bought them thinking it was coming into fashion and it still hasn't, so I hope it comes back into fashion.
Which of the 5 senses would you say is your strongest and why?
The sense of taste, because I certainly have an appetite and I can't do without all the food that this thing. So I've given up a lot of food and, as I said, I'm almost vegetarian. I eat fish. Yeah, sense of taste, I can't give it up, yeah.
What 3 things do you think of the most each day?
Each day, I guess, in my new life of being an investor in disruption and people who disrupt, every day I think about how to inspire people who work with me in my different teams and just trying to make, the organizations I work a better place, a more fun and exciting place for me as well as other people around me. That's what I think about most, I guess, yeah.
If you had a warning label, what would yours say?
Beware, if you have a bad attitude, please don't approach me.
What celebrity would you like to meet for a cup of coffee?
Jessica Alba, yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how funny would you say you are?
Okay, I personally think I'm a funny guy, but people have tended to tell me that I can be a little bit dry at times. So I'll give myself, a 7.5, although people might say it's 6.5 or 6 maybe, if I'm lucky.
What is your favorite family holiday tradition?
Just chill out and just relax and laze away. I love playing the Lazy song by, Bruno Mars and yeah, holiday, chillax, yeah.
What is one thing you will never do again?
I will never try to surf again, no.
What was the best phase in your life?
Best phase in my life is right now, to be honest. Like I said, I'm in a different space at the moment. I've done so many changes in my life over the last few months and a couple of years, and I've changed from corporate life to this crazy entrepreneurial life of investing in areas which I believe is the future with a huge amount of talented youngsters.
What makes you feel accomplished?
I guess I'm an investor in people more than anything else. And I feel very accomplished when there are people I try to mentor and inspire and guide, and that's been my passion. My personal motto is also build myself by building others.
When have you felt your biggest adrenaline rush?
Oh yeah, I took part in this Porsche Drive Challenge a couple of years ago. That was a lot of fun. We got to drive about 6 different vehicles, and I never ever thought I'd be able to do that, and that was a lot of fun.
If a genie granted you 3 wishes right now, what would you wish for?
Yeah, I'd like to make some changes in my life. Number one, I'd like to wish to go back in life, 10 years ago and maybe even 20 years ago and make a few changes. Quit corporate life a lot sooner than what I've done and get into this entrepreneurship model. So, exciting. 2, since you asked me the question earlier, I'd like to win the lottery so that I can invest in a lot more fun businesses. 3, make sure that I keep winning lotteries every year so that I can keep on investing in more businesses and have fun with them as well as chillax on the side as well. Yeah.
What are 3 things you value most about a person?
Integrity is number 1. Number 2, I would say, is passion. It doesn't have to be the same passion as mine, but passion for something. And definitely attitude, positive attitude. For me, even when I hire or when I work with or who I choose to invest with, those are the 3 things that I really look for. Not more than just knowledge or talent. Those are the 3 main things I really look for in people.
What is the greatest struggle you overcome?
The greatest struggle that I've had in my entire life is something I'm going through right now. It's a bit of a health crisis and quite a serious one.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Sri Lanka. Nowhere else, no chance. I don't know whether it'd be Colombo though, but definitely Sri Lanka. Probably towards Haputele and Ella and a little bit towards Mirissa on the side. That's where I'd like to be.
What's the most exciting thing that's happened this year?
The most exciting thing that's happened this year by far is after 3 years of trying to quit corporate life, I finally gathered enough guts. It wasn't easy. It was a very, very tough decision. I tried to do it about 6-7 months ago, just couldn't do it. And then some friends helped me to cross the line and I finally did it. And I'm so freaking happy now. It's unbelievable. Very exciting. A lot of fun times ahead, yeah.
What is the weirdest thing about you?
I love being weird, and a lot of people call me a weirdo, a bit crazy at times. I love being creative and I love my ideation, and I can't be as effective in my strategy work or my ideation if I wasn't weird or crazy. So weirdness is my weirdness, yeah.
If you could tell your younger self one thing right now, what would it be?
Quit. Don't work for other freaking corporates. Go do your own thing, THILAN, for God's sakes. Go into THILAN 2.0 faster. Quit 1.0. That's it.
If you could get away with anything, what would you do?
Time travel.
What fictional character do you most relate to?
I still can't figure out me, so I'm still making up my story as we go along, yeah.
What's one thing you wish you knew how to do?
I so wish I could sing.
What is the strangest dream you've ever had?
I've had plenty of weird dreams. I continue. And believe me, look, for a long time, I wasn't dreaming. And I've noticed in the last couple of months, since getting into this new lifestyle, that I dream a lot more and they're getting weirder by the day. Yeah.
What is an invention that you consider priceless?
The wheel. Yeah. All right, so that's the end of the first segment. To be very honest, I thought I'd be a lot more, fun and exciting. It became a little bit too serious towards the middle part there. Well, hoping that the next segment is going to be a lot more fun. All right. All right, now looking forward to the next segment. It's called Who Am I? I'm looking really forward to this one. It's going to be interesting, hopefully, yeah. All right, let's look at the first question then. What made THILAN to become an entrepreneur? I want life to be a lot more fun and exciting, right? And I'm a little bit of a risk taker, and I don't think my previous industry was facilitating that much. How would THILAN define entrepreneurship in Sri Lanka? Very tough, to be very honest. Corporate Sri Lanka is not supporting enough for true entrepreneurship and especially on startups. Yeah. Where does THILAN seek inspiration from? Mostly myself. If THILAN could be summed up in a hashtag, what would it be? Definitely disruptor. Who is THILAN's favorite sportsman? I really like Djokovic. What is THILAN's greatest accomplishment? Giving up corporate life, definitely. What are THILAN's other passions? Right now, to be honest, meditation. I've been trying to meditate properly for the last 3 years. I've been trying to learn for the last 3 years. And I think I finally started hitting a chord about 3-4 months ago. That really helped me in this decision I made recently as well. So my passion, I would say, is meditating and trying to find myself. That's the space I'm in right now, and being a lot more positive in my mind to fight the kind of battles I'm fighting right now. If THILAN could have a superpower, what would it be? I would stop time. What is THILAN's biggest pet peeve? Coming across people who are very negative. So what movie does THILAN think deserves a sequel? Yeah, but the problem is this movie can't have a sequel. I don't like a lot of violent movies, but one movie that had a profound impact on me was Gladiator, and it was a very emotional and then very inspiring movie. And unfortunately, it can't have a sequel because the dude dies, right? Unless you do it up in heaven or something like that. Yeah. THILAN could speak another language. What would it be? Well, I used to always say I really, really wish I had learned Tamil, right? And I now say, recently I got a call and I said Tamil theriyille. That's about it. And now I think I'm a bit stuck between whether to learn Tamil or Mandarin. Looks like Mandarin might be the future here. Yeah, that's it. So what are THILAN's favorite clothing brands? I'm not that hi-fi for a lot of brands, or I love brands, but well, the brand I love since I was a kid is Nike, so I just do it, yeah. What is THILAN's favorite horror movie? I hate horror. I don't watch horror movies. I'm very sorry. I run a mile. Even if there's a horror movie on TV, I run a mile. I'm a scaredy cat. No, I can't handle horror movies, no. What is THILAN's biggest strength? THILAN's biggest strength is by far passion. So does THILAN believe in karma? Oh yeah, big time. So, I'm a born Christian. For the longest time, I was an atheist. And over the last 3 years, I discovered a bit of Buddhism, spirituality, and I won't define it as just practicing a religion. It's a way of life for me. And I now believe in karma. I never used to, but I now seriously believe in karma, and I try and do a lot of good because of it, I guess, too. I don't know if that's been too selfish, but yeah, I believe in karma. All right, what makes THILAN excited? What makes THILAN excited? Right now, THILAN is very, very excited about this new journey I'm making in my life. What is THILAN's favorite non-physical attribute about himself? Non-physical attribute? Well, yeah, again, passion, my mindset. What is THILAN's favorite childhood memory? Yeah, so I remember there used to be a deer which used to wander around an estate that my family used to have back in the day, and taking a packet of Mari back in the day, and that deer would follow me everywhere the whole day. Yeah, I remember that, yeah. Is THILAN a cat or dog? Dog. If THILAN had to act in Harry Potter, who would act? Harry Potter, who else? I want to star in it, right? Harry Potter, yeah. What makes THILAN laugh the most? Crazy funny jokes, what else? What is THILAN's favorite fast food chain? It's Dynamo. So that's the end of that segment, and that's a lot of fun. Where I'm right now in life is trying to enjoy each moment, and that was enjoyable, and I think you got to a little bit to a core of me as well. Let's look forward to the end now. So we are into the final segment of the show, Never Have I Ever. This is going to be really interesting, and hopefully some will be like, not hopefully, some might be like this, but yeah, let's see how it goes, yeah.
Never have I ever eaten a whole pizza by myself.
Just one? I have, a lot more than just one, yeah.
Never have I ever cried while watching Titanic.
It's like this. I can't answer this way or that way. It's just that every time I used to hear Celine Dion's voice, I used to cry and run away. It's a different reaction, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Never have I ever tried out martial art moves by myself.
Oh, yeah. I have so tried it out. And the most memorable one, okay, this happened to me multiple times. I've used to kick a drawer or a cupboard that I used to have in my room after watching Bruce Lee movies or Jackie Chan movies. And so many times I've hit it, and I've ended up doubling back and even hitting my head, and I've hurt myself. Actually, I've injured myself just trying to hit a freaking wall or a cupboard. I've done that. Guilty.
Never have I ever seen a ghost.
See, I mean, I can't give you a straight answer there. I am a little bit scared of the dark. I'm going to put this down now. A bit scared of the dark, so I try not to look if there's a ghost around. So I don't know whether they've been around. I don't know whether I've seen or not. I'm a bit confused on that answer. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Never have I ever smuggled food or candy into a movie theater. Never have I ever tried to cut my own hair.
I tried and I failed miserably.
Never have I ever been on a fad diet.
How many times?
Never have I ever had a fake ID.
Nah, I've never had a fake ID. I never needed one, no.
Never have I ever lied to get a job.
No, I've never had to lie to get a job. Most of the times I used to be so candid, and I remember the last time I got this job and people asked me, am I a rolling stone? Because I used to move very often before the last job. I held that job for 9 years. And when they asked me, will I stay or whatever, I just said, look, I'm just committing 2 years to you, maximum 3 years, and thereafter it's up to you, up to me. So that's the way I've always rolled, and it's always helped me in good stead to be able to be very upfront and honest. Right? Yeah, it's helped me.
Never have I re-gifted something that was gifted to me.
Guilty.
Never have I ever eaten food that fell on the ground.
2-second rule is fine, right, people? 2 seconds, no problem. Okay, 5 seconds.
Never have I ever made dumb faces at myself in the bathroom mirror.
All the time, even now.
Never have I ever picked fruits from a neighbor's garden.
I have not, because my neighbor doesn't have a fruit tree. If my neighbor did have a fruit tree, the answer would have been very different.
Never have I ever stayed up for more than 24 hours.
Oh, I have. I'm a recovering workaholic, becoming a worse entrepreneurial workaholic. And even recently, as recent as last Sunday, we were doing this crazy shoot thingy, and I think I was up to close to, not 24 hours exactly, but close to it. Yeah, been done it many times, so yeah.
Never have I ever dropped my phone in the toilet.
Define toilet. I have dropped my phone in the toilet. I haven't dropped it in the toilet bowl, but it's certainly dropped in the bidet, and I won't say once, twice, thrice, or 4 times, many times, yeah, because I tend to keep it, and then it rings, some moron has to call me at that point, and yeah.
Never have I ever sung in the shower.
Almost every single day. I told you I can't sing. That's the only time I can sing because nobody else can hear me, right? So I love listening to myself sing, pretending I can sing in the shower.
Never have I ever gotten a tattoo I regret.
I've never got a tattoo, but thank you for asking me, because maybe I should go and get one.
Never have I ever dyed my hair and had it turn out terribly.
I have never dyed my hair. See, there's plenty of white there. Hair as in hair on the head. This may be a different story.
Never have I ever stayed in my pajamas all day long.
I have never, because I don't have pajamas.
Never have I ever talked my way out of getting in trouble.
Dude, marketer, now entrepreneur. I have to talk to get myself out of trouble most of the time.
Never have I ever had a surprise party thrown for me.
Oh yeah. Many times, many surprise parties, and the most memorable one was this year where my team actually threw me one, and I realized at the time that it was probably going to be my last surprise party from my office mates. 350 people packing a canteen, and it's amazing. I'll never forget it, guys. If anyone's watching, thank you.
Never have I ever hated a present but told someone that I loved it.
Look, don't hurt people's feelings. If somebody's trying to give you a present and they're trying to make you feel good, try and make them feel good by lying. I hope none of them see this and now figure out that, I've been lying. So, yeah.
Never have I ever tried to make someone jealous.
I'm not too sure there. I guess so. Yeah. Maybe I've done that, yeah.
Never have I ever snuck into a concert or professional sports event.
Oh, you mean without paying, right? Yeah. Sri Lankan boy. Been there, done that. Who hasn't? They're lying.
Never have I ever made a prank call.
I love prank calls. My team members know all about this. Prank calls. Prank call. I'm a prankster.
Never have I ever forged my parents' signature.
My father is not alive. If he was, I'd be looking at that yellow cane he used to have back in the day right now, even though I'm an adult. Yeah.
Never have I ever worked with someone I hated with the burning fire of 1,000 suns. Never have I ever lied about a family member dying as an excuse to get out of doing something.
I hope I don't go to, hell for this, but white lies, white lies. A lot of relatives have died.
Never have I ever broken the law. Never have I ever tried to sleep with my eyes open.
Oh yeah, I try that. See, I try to meditate, right? One of the techniques I try is about actually looking at a certain object and trying to meditate. So, and sometimes I end up sleeping.
Never have I ever talked to myself when nobody was watching.
I thought that was normal. Yeah, I do that. I do that watching the mirror and talk, and I give motivational speeches all the time, right? So I want to see how ugly I am before I do it.
Never have I ever watched any Game of Thrones episodes.
I have. I'm not a God fan, but yeah, I've watched a few. I'm not a big fan though.
Never have I ever daydreamed about being on a talk show and what I'd talk about.
Well, after I got a call a couple of weeks ago, I think I did daydream about this, right? So yeah, I have.
Never have I ever lied during this game.
During this game? Half-truths? No, I've tried to be as candid as possible. So I don't think no. White lies? No. I try to be as candid as possible. I think fine. Hey guys, I'm THILAN signing off on the show, and definitely that third segment was a lot of fun. I recommend to anybody else who's going to come on board, but be ready, be aware, this guy can get you. Have fun guys, see you.